guys, welcome to another episode of Chanel in the City. I'm your host, Chanel Omari, and we have an amazing special guest here today. She's one of my favorite comedians, and she works for Betches.
Thank you.
And she's just amazing. Please welcome my dear friend, Jessie Jolles. How are you?
So good.
You are so sweet. I gotta tell the audience that,
Thank you.
because a lot of my followers know also you're one of my favorites, because I follow Betches, I follow you and your writing, and we're gonna talk about your new show, It's a Date. What inspired you to do it?
Well, dating inspired it. Because my live show, I just kept feeling like dating was a waste of my time, because I was like, I'm going on dates with these guys and literally getting nothing from it. And
Would you
I
go
could
for
have
the
been
apps?
writing. You know, I've done the apps.
Okay.
I've literally done it all. And it could be, listen, it probably is me, and I'll take it. I mean,
It's them
though.
I'm sorry, it's them, because I've been in it too.
It's just
You are very smart and
Thank
very
you.
funny and beautiful and cool. There's nothing wrong with
nothing.
you.
Well, that's the big thing that I've had to try to work on so I don't spiral.
Yeah.
Because I'll go on a date and then every time a guy isn't literally in love with me, I'm like, what is wrong with people? But then I'm like, it must be me. Because I invited him in the castle. I always say I'm the princess. I invite him in the castle, and then he's like, I'm good. And I'm like, what's wrong with the castle?
Right.
Because it's a castle, sir, and you're an ogre. It was like a privilege you got in the castle, you know?
Yeah.
There's slime everywhere. I'm cleaning up. I'm just like, what is this? So I try just not to spiral.
Right.
But essentially from that, JFL let me just start coming up with episodes, and they were just coming from literally guys I was dating and issues I was having
With the guys. And this
Yeah.
is JFL for those
Just for Laughs.
Just for Laughs.
Yes.
Which is a great platform. Can you talk to us also a little bit about Just for Laughs?
Yeah, so they're really well known for their festival, the Montreal Festival, where they have up and coming comedians, which I'm a part of their digital platform, which they're obviously trying to grow, and what an honor it is. So yeah, we started working together from that, and it's been great.
The digital series Is a Date is featured also on JFL.
Yes, that's it.
awesome.
Lives on their YouTube, if you will.
Got it.
That's where it lives.
Which they have also 556 subscribers. That's
Listen,
a big deal.
More than me.
Are you a dog, cat, both, or neither?
Dog.
Okay,
for
I have
sure.
a cat. Great. But do you like cats? Okay.
It's really hard to grab the attention of a male audience in general, right? A straight male audience, I should
Sure,
say.
and I will, it's, I'm getting very nice responses from women. Some men, but, some men also hate it, and that's fine.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. So talk to us about
Yeah.
being a comedian, an actor, an entertainer, a writer, a producer. You're going to get people who like you, you're going to get people who don't like you. What made you get into the industry, first and foremost?
Ooh, that's a good question. What made me get in the industry? Well, they say with trauma, you look for laughter.
Yeah.
So I think that growing up, my parents met in a community theater production of Fiddler on the Roof. Beautiful love story. My father was, I forget what the second male lead is, and my mother was an extra. Had one line, Mazel Tov Hava, we heard about your sister. What a line. And she really hooked my father, and they met from there and fell in love and had 3 children.
Amazing.
I'm the middle. Thank you so much.
Betches, when I started watching Betches, you
Yeah.
were one of the first writers or comedians that I started loving, and that's why I watched.
She's cute pretty. You're hot pretty. Here they are together. But he doesn't look happy. You think he's crying out for help? A lot of selfies. 10 too many, right? That's a sign of narcissism.
It's famous, obviously everyone watches it, 6.8 million followers.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be part of that as well, and writing and producing content for them, and really seeing your voice come out?
I mean, it's great. I've never had a platform that large, so it's pretty amazing that, and their audience is so nice.
So you write for them, you produce for them, but you also star in your own videos on Betches'
Yes.
platform. How do you know, hey, I'm not crossing a line, it's going to be funny, and I know that most people are going to relate, especially since I'm doing it on somebody else's platform. Like,
that bag and have somebody run down here now. Where's the poster?
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. They're definitely gonna fire me.
Most of the time I consider it has to do with not making fun of the victim.
okay.
Like, I think that's a big part of it. So I personally don't like it when men make jokes about sort of like women or anything that's kind of sensitive. But a lot of my stand-up and comedy is about like how I had an eating disorder, depression. And sometimes people will be like, I'm really triggered by that, which like, you can't help sort of how someone else feels about it. I
Right.
just know that I feel comfortable talking about it because it's my life.
And that's all that matters.
It's my story. You know, ultimately a lot of times it's coming from a very like harmless place. I think I changed the wording on that in the video. I think I said something like all of them were like pretty brunettes with like straight hair. Would you describe me that way? Like, I think I said it more like
so
that.
I get it. It's funny. It's like you're right. When you're not making fun of the victim. That's a great tip
Yeah.
for any comedian out there. That's
Yeah.
a great tip.
It's something I live by, but I also a lot of times like I believe that I should be talking about things like sometimes not talking about it gives it sort of more power. And I try not to do that. I know that sometimes on certain platforms it's racier. Like JFL let me put out one of my videos which was about like period sex.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and like you know,
Because that's so relatable. It's something that we all think, but we don't talk about it out loud.
Right.
Or enough, right?
right, like you know, and it's something that I hadn't really talked about or even discovered, and then was realizing like sort of all the I'm sorry blowjobs I was giving. To be like, I'm sorry, I'm gross, when I'm like, wait, what?
Right, like why am I
Like, what's
saying
happening?
sorry?
Yeah, why am I even being made to feel this way? Like, I think that's
Right.
the problem, not me. So a lot of times it's me working through things, it's me feeling certain ways, it's me trying to come about it in the most kind and not if I'm talking about an eating disorder, I'm talking about my own. So if I'm making fun of it, I'm talking about how I had to go through it, like my
Right.
own struggle with it, which people can be triggered because of course, like I remember during that time, a lot of things could trigger me, but I'm just playing towards an audience that either, you know, can relate or had gone through it. I have a lot of girls when I do that bit will come up to me after shows to say like they relate or they can, you know, if they feel the same way.
Yeah, I mean, me too. The reason I fell in love with you is because I can relate to everything that you talk about. And
I love you. I will love you through the good and the bad. I will love your strengths and I will love your weaknesses.
you do put a positive and funny spin on it. You're not angry about it. And so that's what keeps us coming back to you because we see ourselves in you.
Right.
So, and you're not bitter about it.
No, I'm like, we all make mistakes. Like, I joined a sorority. You know, we all make mistakes.
Right.
You know, I talk about how I joined like an eating disorder camp, a
Right.
sorority. That's where they taught me how
That's
to
true.
be good at. You know, it's true.
That's funny because I was part of a sorority and I know what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking? It's like a part of it, but in no way am I saying like
It's
saying
all sororities, or
and that's
nowhere
what it
you're
was
saying,
for me.
Got it.
That's what it was for me. I didn't know who I was. I sort of fell into a trap of just like, you could have put me in anything, I would have fallen for it, but like,
Shame. You're it. Shame. You're it. Oh.
that was just a true thing for me. So some people can relate to it and some people can't, and you can't please everybody.
Right, and that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, do you ever get like hecklers or haters or
Oh.
negative comments, whether it's on any platform, right? Because it could be like on Betches, it could be on your own platform, it could be on anything.
I think I'm nervous. I lost my confidence.
And so first of all, this is the two parts of me, right? So one part of me is like, girl, say what you want to say. People are gonna come at you, let them come.
Right.
But then I'm like crying alone in my room, like rocking myself to
Like,
sleep.
is this really true? Or
Yeah, I mean,
You're the best.
Oh, stop it. Candle.
You light up my life.
You light up my life.
JFL, I got some of the worst comments I'd ever gotten. I mean, some of them were insane, you know, like some some men being like, well, don't trust anything that bleeds for 7 days. And I'm like, you came from a woman, you fool.
Right, like
but-
that's crazy, but like at least you
Right.
you have a strong sense of self. So correct me if I'm wrong. You have to have that kind of so that you can feel like comfortable in your own skin and okay with.
Miss Jessie, why do you look so tired? Dating is exhausting.
Having these comments come at you because look how you responded.
It
That's
was
true.
I mean, I was also, called a female version of Harvey Weinstein, which once again, I think he was
That's
coming
crazy.
after my body, and I said, say Chris Farley next time. Harvey, no one thinks of his body.
Right. Like,
You
and
know?
also, let's just be honest, that is not even true.
But I mean, I guess
Because you're probably at your house with your 2 beer bellies, drinking your
Right.
fucking, like, who are you, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yes.
but I get it, comments can just get to you because they just get to you.
I mean, did I go in hot for therapy every week? Absolutely. With a list to read? You bet. Which most of the time we just laughed about it, but I mean, I was surprised how much it affected me because like comedians I look up to, like Amy Schumer,
Yeah.
are so tough.
Yeah.
And I do think I am not, like, I am emotional. Like,
Prince Ralph said he was going to the bathroom and then just never came back, which was what I was going to do. Then I got a call from Mrs. Ralph, someone I didn't even know was still in the picture.
You're kind, too.
kind and I
That's
cry.
good.
It's good, and it's like, I have a lot of trouble sort of remembering that I can't let that in.
Right.
You know, most of the time I keep my head down. I try not to look. Like I try to, once the video goes out, in a way it's over for me. Like I move on to the next because seeing what will happen normally only ends with disappointment.
Do they have ever an issue or are they intimidated that you're this strong, comedian and female voice in the digital community and you're about to have your podcast coming out? So
Who's to say? I normally don't share like what my art, if you will, till later.
okay.
I'll say I'm a writer at first, because first of all, it's a big part of me,
Right.
and then second of all, like it's weird to. I would rather him just find it and figure that out on his own, as opposed to like I feel like it's this weird thing.
Right, like when most girls are like, oh my god, I'm like a social media influencer.
Right,
And they're like, check please.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because that could scare just guys
Sure.
off.
I love guys who are like, I don't have Instagram. I'm like, I'm wet. I'm like down on my knees.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, you don't need that. Like, I need you. It's
Right.
so hot to me. So
So
that's what I want. I want him to not even know any of it.
Like not be on it. And
But
not
most of the time, they literally don't care.
You want, which is really, just anything.
Give it up for Jessie and
What a different, unique podcast.
Yeah, sometimes we have on other comedians or people to talk about dating. Sometimes we have on experts like dating coaches and stuff. Yeah, that would be huge.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's.
And where can we listen to it? iTunes?
Oh yeah, it'll be on.
All the platforms.
All the
iTunes,
platforms.
Spotify. Obviously, one last question, Chanel in the city.
Yeah.
So what would be your favorite place to eat or go out? What's your favorite place in the city?
I love Astoria.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say
Yeah, of course.
Astoria?
Astoria's a city.
Okay, great. And my favorite place to eat, honestly, I love a diner.
Love that.
So there's a diner in Astoria called Ammonia. I don't think that's the right
Oh,
pronunciation.
I heard of it. Yes.
Okay, they made the wedding cake
Yes.
for my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a Greek diner. I love it. We're going there.
We really. Oh my
We're
god,
gonna
we
go.
actually have
I
to.
know
We
that.
should.
Okay.
It's so fun, and I love the people there. And I don't know if they consider me as much family as I consider them.
Right.
It's like I know every waiter. I love every waiter. I know their tics.
I love that.
One guy constantly winks at you.
Ooh.
It's not sexual or anything. I think it might be a tick.
Okay. That's good to know.
But it's nice to know.
Yeah.
Don't let go. Okay.
Okay. I'll never
It's
let
so
go.
fun like this. I
This
know.
is hilarious.
Isn't this fun?
Well, thank you so much, Jessie, for being here. You're an amazing, amazing human being. I can't wait to do more stuff with you.
Yes.
Where can everybody follow you and subscribe to your new show?
Oh, so No Such Thing as Love is the name of the new podcast. Check it out. Follow me on Instagram at Jessie Jolles.
Subscribe to your YouTube channel.
It's a date JFL. I don't really put out YouTube videos.
Oh, okay.
But you can go to JFL and check
JFL.
out those. Say a nice comment.
Yeah.
If you feel the
She
need.
deserves it.
Thank you.